Hey guys, and welcome back to the Accumulation Zone. In today's video I'm gonna be testing Tradeiq's braid filter strategy with a win rate of 75% and a P&L or gain on account of 453% on a Bitcoin 15-minute chart. Alright guys, let's move over to TradingView now to see what indicators we need to work with the strategy. First of all, we need the Chris Moody EMA trend bars indicator. And we are going to change the EMA uptrend length input to 100. We are using the braid filter indicator with basic settings, and we are using the ADX and DI. We leave the inputs at default settings, and we are going to disable the DI plus and the DI minus and increase the color of the ADX. Alright guys, let's go through Tradeiq's entry conditions for a long position. So first of all, what we want to see green candles and closes above this 100 EMA. Second of all, for our entry, our long entry, we want to see the braid filter change from either gray to green or from red to green. So that's our long entry condition. And our last entry condition is the ADX, and the ADX has to be above the 20 level and it has to be going upwards. So all this condition was met on this exact candle. We turned from gray to green, we had a upslope on the ADX, and we had green candle colors. So all conditions are met. And then he tells us to either place a stop loss on the 100 EMA or on the most recent swing low, which would be here. I started testing it with placing the stop loss at the 100 EMA, and a 1 to 1.5 risk reward ratio would have been hit at the top of this candle. Now let's go through a quick short example with Tradeiq's strategy rules. So first of all, we want to see red colored bars below the 100 EMA. So this condition is already met. And now here we see a change from a green histogram to a red histogram. So that's our second rule to enter a short position. And our third rule is that we want to see the ADX going upwards. So all three conditions have been met on this exact candle here, and we would place our short entry right at the close of this candle and place our stop loss on the most recent swing high or the 100 EMA. So in this case, place your stop on the 100 EMA, and you see how big that stop loss would be. Wouldn't really make much sense. But anyway, that's the strategy. So we are going for a 1.5 risk reward ratio. And this trade would have turned out as a losing trade. If you still have more questions about how to use this strategy and trade with it, please watch Tradeiq's video about the strategy to see more examples. I already coded and tested the strategy yesterday and shared it with everyone on my free Accumulation Zone Discord server. And if you want to use the strategy as well, you simply type in braid filter strategy by Tradeiq. Here's the one by Ethermat. You click on this one, and here you will now see the script that is automatically placing trades. And if we now go back to our previous trade example, we see that color change on the braid filter indicator here from gray over to green. We saw that uptrend on the ADX above the 20 level. We're above 20, and we had green colored candles. So we took the trade here, placed our stop loss on the most recent swing low or on the 100 EMA. You can modify the setting right here in the strategy options. If you activate this little checkbox here for using the EMA for stop loss placement, the script will automatically place your stop loss on the EMA at the point of your entry, and it is going to target 1 to 1.5 risk reward, which would have been hit right here. And you can also modify all those settings in the strategy options, like for example the risk reward ratio, your swing high or swing low stop loss, and if you for example want to use the EMA for stop loss placement, you can disable and enable the buy and sell signals like here. You can set your risk per trade, and because Tradeiq is always testing it with 2% risk per trade, we are going to look at the results. And you can also automate the strategy with free commerce or Alertatron or with whatever platform you want. You simply hover over this little information button, and all the information to automate the strategy is in here. You can modify the EMA filter settings and see if you get better results, the ADX settings, and of course the braid filter settings. That's it for the settings of the braid filter strategy, let's have a look at the backtesting results. Alright, the backtesting results for the settings, if we are placing our stop loss on the EMA, choosing a 1.5 risk reward ratio, because in Tradeiq's video he didn't really specify if what is the condition to change between stop loss on the EMA or stop loss on the most recent swing low, so I can't really tell how he backtested it. Maybe he just used whatever worked best. Maybe if he placed a stop loss on a 100 EMA and it didn't hit take profit, he might have maybe changed it to the most recent swing low and it would have hit take profit. So that's up to Tradeiq's backtesting. I don't really have any impact on that. But if we use the EMA for stop loss placement and we risk 2% per trade with a risk reward ratio of 1 to 1.5, we would have seen a net profit of 31.19%. with a max drawdown of 12%, so we risked 2% per trade and we had 6 losses in a row. This would equal to a 12% max drawdown compared to a 31.19% net profit. We had 5 winning trades in a row with a profit factor of 1.2. Overall we took 192 trades with a win rate of 43.22% on a Bitcoin USD 15-minute chart. The first trade we took on the 3rd of January 2022 until the August 19th 2022. I updated my dashboard here a little bit to make it easier for everyone to watch it, to know when the backtesting started and when it ended. So over the period of the last 8 months, we made a net profit of 31% with the strategy placing our stop loss on the EMA. If we are changing this setting, if we are disabling the setting to not use the EMA for stop loss and use the most recent swing low, we see we have a lower win rate. We took way more trades. We have more wins in a row and one more losing trade in a row, but we made less profit overall over the same time period. So that doesn't really help us very much. So we're gonna keep using the EMA for the stop loss placement since we saw better results. And now it's all up to you guys. You can modify and backtest the strategy however you want. You can change the EMA filter settings to make it maybe more efficient. Maybe with an EMA filter of 80, you're gonna see better results. And it's clear as day that Tradeiq must be faking those trade results, because I've been testing it on the same chart with the same settings, with the coded strategy, and we did get nowhere near a 75% win rate and a 453% gain on account over just 100 trades. We even tested 200 trades. Make sure you just don't go out there because you see a Tradeiq strategy that promises a 75% win rate and a 453% gain on account. It is very subjective, those backtesting results. If we have 100 people backtesting the same strategy, it's very likely, even though we have the same exact entry rules, blah blah blah, because it's very subjective sometimes, especially if you have the interest like Tradeiq to upload a high win rate, high profit strategy, to maybe, I don't know, maybe disregard some rules with some trades just to get a good win rate or a good gain on account, to have a good video that's gonna get a lot of views. So you always have to keep that in mind, because yeah, like I said before, if you have 100 people backtesting the same strategy, you are very likely not going to see the same results of all the 100 individual separate backtests. They're all going to be a little bit different because it's all very subjective. The good thing about those fully automated strategies I'm creating is that there is zero subjectiveness. So basically, I coded those entry rules, all those rules and those criteria provided by Tradeiq's video. They're fixed. There is nothing that's going to change it from taking, for example, this entry. When we changed from red to green, we had a uptrend on the ADX and we were above the EMA. There's no subjectiveness whatsoever in here. And another powerful thing is that you can, with a click of a mouse button, can change it to risk reward and see the results without wasting 2 hours in front of the computer backtesting 278 trades. That's gonna drive you insane. And here we even made more profit now with just increasing it to a risk-reward ratio of 2. So yes, that's definitely the upside of those fully automated strategies. And like I said, it's available for free on TradingView. You can simply type in braid filter, and here in the community script section, you're gonna find the braid filter strategy by accumulation zone. This one here, that's the one. And yeah, you can modify all those settings and use it. To finish off this video, I'm gonna take you guys through a quick tour through the new Accumulation Zone Discord server. I'm super excited about it. We already got 113 members in here, 54 VIP members. And so basically we have our store section up here where you can request your free trial and you can grab some roles. For example, if you're a Forex, crypto or futures trader, a beginner, intermediate or professional trader, or a swing and day trader. So all this will be displayed in your profile so everyone else knows what you're up to. And if we go further down into the information hub, you're gonna see the announcements channel where I keep you guys up to date with everything I'm doing and what the accumulation zone is up to. For example, our latest accumulation zone reversal strategy PDF I created this morning, where I'm trying to, with the help of our community, backtest this strategy on every time frame and multiple different assets to find the best settings and the best pairs and time frames to trade it on. You're going to find a list about of all the accumulation zone indicators in here. Here you can ask our moderation team and me some questions you have about the SCALPER Pro, FinALGO, or all the other indicators I've created. Further down, we are going to find our community area that's available for everyone completely for free. For example, the asset analysis channel where I'm going to be sharing my trades and setups I'm looking for throughout the week. For example, like those ones here. And further down, we have the trading and off-topic chat, the SCALPER Pro and the SCALPER Examples chat. For example, here in the SCALPER Examples chat, I've shared over 100 SCALPER Pro examples of how to use the SCALPER Pro. And in our trading chat, we have our very active community talking and discussing, for example, certain trade setups. Big shout out to Lord Khan. He's absolutely smashing it with the SCALPER Pro. He's taking very good trades, great trades. And like, for example, this one, I shared this one here, those liquidity levels. Yesterday at 1 p.m. we can scroll up here. I shared them for the first time right here with the idea to test those areas. And one day later, we hit those areas perfectly and reversed from this high liquidity area to the upside. And what did we see at the same time? A SCALPER Pro reversal signal in the oversold area. So make sure to join our Discord community for the latest updates of what Accumulation Zone is up to. I know I'm not uploading videos every day, but that doesn't mean that the accumulation zone is not active. I'm sharing trade setups and my analysis daily, and I try to educate my community as best as I can. And yeah, thank you very much for supporting me on my journey here. And if you like this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like this video. I will see you in the next video and yeah, maybe on our Discord server. Alright guys, take care and happy trading.